Hello YouTube, this is the Bucket coming at you today with my P365 XMacro comp. This is Sig Sauer's latest installment for their micro compact conceal and carry everyday carry pistols. This is a polymer framed handgun, steel slide, steel barrel. The overall length of this gun is 6.6 inches. The overall width is 1.1 inches. The overall height is 5.2 inches. The barrel length is 3.1 inches, and its weight comes in at 21.5 ounces. You can see that this is unloaded. One of the cool things about this is its mag capacity. This has 17 rounds plus one in the chamber, and that mag capacity is just absolutely bananas. To give you an idea, the Glock 17, which carries 17 rounds, the overall height of the Glock, the overall length of that gun is 8.3 inches, and this is 6.6. The overall height, it's over 2/10, or almost 3/10 of an inch taller. The Glock 17 is. The width is 1.15 inches wider, and the weight is about 3.5 ounces heavier. So this gun is so much smaller than a Glock 17, and it's got a lot of really neat features to it. So it comes with night sights. First of all, the Sig Night Sights. It is it is optic ready. It has the RMSc or the Holosun K Footprint. You could put any of those on this. One of the neat things that I like that Sig did is they used to make it so you'd have to remove the slide, then you would have to remove the ejector, and then get to little small screws from underneath the slide. And I love the fact that they're putting them up on top, making it so much easier for people to mount an optic on it. It just makes it so much more useful. Let's talk a little bit about the ergonomics of this gun. It feels great in the hand. You can see that I can easily get all three fingers on it. The 17 round mags fit just perfectly in there. They pop right on out. It is a natural pointer. That big front sight makes it so it's easy for target acquisition. Just awesome. The other neat thing is the integral comp that it has in it. So as I pull this back, you'll see that the barrel doesn't come all the way to the end because it's got these dual ports here in the slide, which actually channels the gas out, which makes this gun extremely flat shooting. So I actually went to a range in Dallas. I was hanging out with my brother, the bigger bucket, and we went ahead and we took this to it. Now, I'll be honest with you, as I always say it, these micro compacts, I don't shoot them as well, but I shot this pretty okay. So you can see here, as I was starting to get used to it, I was shooting a little low to the left, trying to understand it a little bit better. But as I shot more and more, I ended up getting more and more on target. I think this is a very accurate pistol. I think if you are thinking about doing a conceal and carry, this is going to be pretty neat. So if you're looking and you're saying to yourself, well, what should I get, the XL or should I get the macro? Well, the macro is going to be a little bit longer. So, if you're concerned about printing, there is a little bit of a concern there, but I think this is really easily concealable. It's going to have about the same, it's going to have about the same length in the barrel, in the slide, but because of this compensator, this integral compensator, you're not going to get quite as much barrel, which means you're going to have a little bit less sight radius, meaning it might be a little bit harder. Maybe it's going to be a little bit easier to be accurate with the Sig XL. And then also you're going to lose a little bit of power because, it's going to have a longer barrel. Now, when I first looked at these, I thought to myself, that's just a gimmick. That's not really going to work. Well, on my Sig AXG Legion, I really think it's a flatter shooter. And when I went out to the range, I really felt this was a flatter shooter. The felt recoil was a lot less with this particular firearm. I think that this isn't just a gimmick. I think it really works. I know that there's been a couple YouTubers out there that said they had problems. Me and my brother put over 200 rounds through this pistol. No issues whatsoever. And this little extended beaver tail that they put on there, I think that makes it easier to get that high purchase that's going to be really so nice. Only downside that I would say is maybe some texturing here would have been nice. I found myself having to, like, my thumb, support thumb would slip off a little bit and I'd have to put it back on there. But, you know, when you're talking about micro compact pistols, that's a small deal. I'm not going to lie to you, this is my favorite of the micro compact pistols. The extra mag capacity, the way that it feels in the hand, the ergonomics, you know, the optic cut being ready, all the features that you get with Sig Sauer is just awesome. Comes with 2 17-round magazines in the box, and it's going to come out with different grip panels here that you can change it out so you can go with a small, a medium, or large. I think Sig knocked it out of the park. So I want to thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. All the likes, the comments, the shares are really, really appreciated. And as always, you stay classy, YouTube.
I learned a lesson. Never half-ass 2 things. Whole-ass 1 thing.